Hello, welcome to another episode of Sheena's Perfect Bite. Today I'm going to show you how to roast an organic chicken, a whole chicken. I don't eat very much meat, mostly fish, but when I do eat meat, you want to make sure that it is organic. For chicken, organic, all natural, free range, and for beef, you want to make sure you have grass-fed and organic. For fish even, you want to make sure that it's wild caught. You want to make sure that you're getting a good source of meat. You don't want the added hormones, antibiotics, chemicals that they normally pump into the animals. That stuff's not good for our bodies. So I know it costs a little bit more to get organic meats. Whole Foods had their organic chickens on sale, so that's a good time to stock up. And even though it costs a little bit more now to eat organic, it's going to save you a lot of cost later in medical bills. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, the first thing you want to do with your chicken is you're going to want to rinse it and dry it really, really well. The drier the chicken is, the crispier the skin will get. You don't necessarily want to steam the chicken, we're going to roast it. So dry it on the inside and the outside with a paper towel. Now what I do is I separate the skin from the breast. So just lift it up, get your fingers all in there, and separate the skin. And then what I stuff my chicken with is I have a tablespoon of organic butter, a tablespoon of coconut oil. And coconut oil is more solid until it heats up and then it turns into like liquid oil. And then about 4 or 5 cloves of slivered garlic. Now to this, I'm going to add a little bit of my spice mix that I made, and this is a teaspoon of each spice, herb de Provence, salt, pepper, lemon pepper, a little bit more salt actually than the other ones. So what I'm going to do is add a good large pinch, maybe 2 pinches to this mix. The rest I'm going to reserve to sprinkle on afterward. So from here, you just kind of mash it up all together. It will help if your butter is softened first. Okay. Now this is going to give a lot of flavor to the chicken breast itself. Underneath the skin, it's going to help crisp up the skin as well. So there we go. Good little mix there. And then just use your hands and start to shove it under there and spread it out evenly. Now normally what I do also is I slice lemon really, really thin and I stick it under there as well. But I don't have any lemon, so that's why I used lemon pepper in the spice mix. Okay. You can see all the little flecks of the spices, the sliced garlic. You just want to get that evenly dispersed under there. Okay. Now you can also rub this on the outside of the bird. The butter and the coconut oil will help crisp up the skin, get it nice and golden brown. Okay, get it all around the legs as well. You just want to make sure that it's evenly spiced. Okay. Now if you don't want the extra calories, you don't have to use butter or the extra cholesterol. You can just use all coconut oil or grapeseed oil even. So there we go. Now I'm going to wash my hands really quick. All right, my hands are all clean. Now I'm going to take the rest of the dry mix and just sprinkle it all around. You want to season the inside as well. I like my food very, very flavorful, so you want to make sure you get it all around. Now for the inside of the chicken, we're gonna stuff it with some red onion. Okay. And a little bit of rosemary as well. Okay. Now for the wings, you want the wings tucked up underneath the breasts, and then we're going to tie the legs together as well. So get a little piece of twine, tie it up together. This will help the chicken cook more even, and it also helps keep the breast kind of covered, and it'll stay more juicy that way. Now we're going to take our little roaster pan. We're going to create a little bed of onion on the bottom for the chicken. Set it right on top there. And again, 450-degree oven for about 20 minutes per pound. And then we're gonna baste it as we go as well. So I'll get this in the oven and we'll check it out. All right, the chicken is now out of the oven. This is what it looks like when it's finished, all nice and golden, evenly all over. It's been in for about an hour and 20 minutes. It was a 4-pound chicken. Now, 2 things to check and make sure that it's finished. You can put a little thermometer in, kind of into the middle of the breast area, and you'll want it between 160 and 170, but no less than 160. And then also you can kind of poke into the side of the chicken here, and if the juices run clear, then you're good to go as well. So right when it comes out, what you're going to want to do is cover it with foil and let it rest for at least 15 minutes. You want the juices to redistribute back into the chicken. I'm not going to break this down on camera because I'm not a professional yet. So what I'll do is I'll cover it, let it rest, I'll slice it all up, and then I'll show you how I plate it. Alrighty? Alright, I kind of broke down the chicken. I did an okay job this time. So what I'm going to do is just take one of the breasts and I'm going to slice it. Your meat will go a little bit further if you pre-slice it for people. You only want to serve, I mean, if you're eating it for yourself and you're wanting to be healthy, 4 or 5 ounces at the most. So what we're going to do is we have our plate here. And this is some of the cauliflower puree that I made in another video. So just take a good spoonful right in the middle. Okay. Take some of the chicken. Just take these pieces here. It's really hot. And kind of line it right up on top there. Okay. And then these are just some Brussels sprouts that I sauteed up earlier. Maybe I'll do a Brussels sprout video or something. And you can kind of set them around, or you can kind of just do it right on top and across like that, whatever you like. But when you're eating healthy, you want to make your plate pretty. You eat with your eyes first, so have fun with it, and then your healthy food will taste better. So this is my roasted chicken. I hope you guys try it and enjoy.